I'm Asif Farouk of Finextra. We are here at the Wincore Nixdorf International Management Seminar 2013, and I'm joined by Federico Sforza, Senior VP, Unicredit Group, Head of Omnichannel. Thank you for joining us. You've given us a really interesting presentation today on Omnichannel and all its features. I just wanted to ask you a first general question. Do you think there could be a network of completely unattended branches? Could that be a reality?
Well, I think that's a bit far reality because there are the first experiment of unattended or partially unattended branch in countries which are a bit behind in terms of technology development, like Italy is sometimes. You would need time. There are interesting experiments ongoing. We are experimenting as well in this area. Eventually, yes, but it's a far away future. I do believe more in, let's say, partially unattended branch where the colleague in the branch shift the advisory task step by step and accompany the customer really to a different experience. But you would need a human touch for a long time, especially at the beginning of getting to know new technologies.
Now, you mentioned in your presentation that you've had experience in Holland and in Germany. What do you think, what have you noticed as different customer requirements for these different markets?
I lived in Holland back in probably 95, and interestingly enough, in 95, probably half of the population already had internet, were using internet and emails. Today in Italy, just to give you an example, the online internet usage, online banking usage is only 20%, so tremendous difference. Germany probably stands a bit in between. Now, what's so tremendous differences in terms of channel usage, tremendous difference in terms of self-directed behaviors. So clients in Holland tend to be much more self-directed in their banking habits, while in Italy they still want the advisory much more. However, there is a clear convergence, and the new technologies like tablet and mobile are making this faster and faster. There is a convergence towards, online banking usage. It's rapidly growing thanks to the mobile and tablet diffusion. So it will take time, but there is a clear convergence in the behavior.
That brings me to my next question, which is, what do you think will be the next big channel or technology that will change the way we bank?
Clearly, in every country, and even more so in countries like Italy, where internet penetration is slow, the tablet topic and the smartphone topic is huge. It's already huge. It's growing 2-3 times per year, and more than anything, it's really helping the unbanked online banking population to become banked on the web. So this will be a tremendous factor that will influence both the contacts that people used, the customer experience, and the way you get access to the branch.
And finally, you mentioned that Italy is a country which is obviously steeped in a lot of tradition with banking. And I wanted to ask you, does this pose a challenge, or what challenges does this have in terms of an omni-channel experience?
Yeah, the more the people is using more and more channels, and the more their habits drastically change. For a country like Italy, where some of the oldest banks in the world have been founded centuries ago, banks have always been the place to manage the cash, and this is changing. Cash is still there, but the more and more we are moving it to ATM and so on. We are having already 150 branches, which is completely cashless. And so drastically changing the banking experience and really making the point of sale an advisory point of sale. Clearly, the bigger challenge is in convincing your stakeholders, but even more so the colleague in the network, over 40,000 people, that the bank is not anymore the teller, that the bank is there and the colleagues are there in the branch to do advisory services. And this is a tremendous change management effort which requires time, investment, training, and so on. But I think time are becoming right to really rethink a bit the banking industry and not seeing it just as a pure transaction place and really moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.